Hello friends, welcome back to next one. In this session, we are going to discuss what are the utilities and how we are going to create different packages. So first thing is we need to create a package for Java util. So whatever Java utility we are going to use, so for that we need to create a package. So it will come under src main and Java. So first thing will be Java util. So you can either like this rest assured framework.java or simply you can write utils. So this will be my first utility. So whatever utility I am going to create for this framework, so which goes inside this utils framework. Now we need to create a one more utility for API. So this will be a Java utility. So in this utils we are going to put extend report, or we are getting the data from property file, or this thing we'll put inside the utils. Now we need to have API utilities as well, so to start our test and like this. So for that we are going to develop one class, which is one package, which is API configs. So this will be my API configs. Now we are going to create one more package for API verification. So let's say we have 10 multiple APIs, or 10 API, or 20 API, whatever number of APIs we have. So we are going to perform certain operations, and then we are going to validate some data. So let's say for each API we are going to validate status code, we are going to validate error messages, or further information, or HTTP codes. So these things we can put in API verification or API check. So what we will do, we are going to create a generic utility, and our test we are going to consume that utilities. So I'm going to give a name as a API verifications. So this will be my again API utilities. So these three packages I have created. Then we are going to have a POJO. So this will be a plain Java object. So based on the all the API, we are going to create a POJO. So this we are going to understand. This will be a standard process for encapsulation and everything. So this we are going to use. Now another thing is we need to create a API builders. So what will be inside the API builder? So let's say for each API we are going to pass headers, params, body. So using each request, or for each request we are going to consume the data from the utility file. So let's say I wanted to test in for one API, I wanted to perform several operations like valid data, invalid params, invalid header, valid headers. So for every time I cannot pass the data again and again. So for that I'll create the uh, API builders, and I'll consume the data from the API builder class. We are going to develop one package which is API builders. So this will be my API builders. Now inside the test package, what I am going to add? So first thing will be my base test. So in base test, what I am going to define? I am going to define how to start means starting the test, and then what we are going to do, we are setting the base URL, port number and everything. So this will be inside my base test. And now final package will be my API test, or whatever the API name. Let's say this is my student API. So student API test. So you can group them based on your functionality. Let's say we are testing for the Facebook. So you can group in one package. You can have login API, sign up API, like those kind of API. In another package you can have newsfeed, comments, like in another package you will have chats related or messaging related API. So you can group them based on the functionality. So we are going to use student API or test API. So this will be my test package for the testing the API. So I'm giving a name student API test. Yeah, so we are all set. Now we should have some input. So let's say we are consuming data from the input file or other property file or JSON file. So I have to create a one folder for the input. Yeah, so this will be my plain folder. It will be not like src dot main Java or src dot test Java. So it will be my plain folder. So I will give as a name as a inputs. So this is, yeah, so when this is the place where I'll keep all my JSON data or input file or test data or everything. I'll keep here inside this input folder. So everything is done. So from next session we are going to start building a utilities, or how we are going to write a utilities. Thank you guys, thanks for the watching the video.